And action. Let me do this. Hello guys, this is Nona Prince, and I'm sorry, live didn't work out at all. So I'm recording this video as if I am live. Okay, no edits, no cuts, and let's do it. So this is what I watched this month, May 2020. May, right? Yeah. So we'll go through the films one by one. So the plan was I'll talk about one film, one show what I've watched, and we'll talk in the chat and your thoughts on it. But sorry, so I post this video like a premiere, so it's live and we can do that. But guys, technical issues. I think net speed is too slow to upload live. So yeah, we'll go this way. Promise. Hopefully no cuts. I don't blunder. But whatever happens, it will be like a live video, no edits. So let's begin. So the first film I watched was Shuddhi, a Kannada film. Really, really, really recommended. I was like, he was after me for this, and finally I watched it. I think he knows who I'm talking about. I'll not take his name, but finally watched this, and here are my thoughts. Yeah. So first of all, I really like the concept of it. I like what they did, the social message behind it. I'm sorry for that. See, this is what happens live stream. You'll like it. It will have that, feeling. And I'll just mute it. See, this feels like live, hopefully. Yeah, so really like the concept. Really good effort. They showed the making at the end. The effort was good, but the film was not good. I'm sorry, but the film didn't work for me. I don't know why. I know why, but let me explain. I blundered. Yeah. I've written my points down, so I'm just looking at them, referring the notes. Yeah, so again, a good effort doesn't make a film good. And I really appreciate the effort, but the film was not good, especially the scene where the last guy is alive and she goes after him to kill him. That scene is so cringy, so bad dialogues. Such the action is so weak in the film. There are some places where the sound is not synced with the visuals, and yeah, these things just take you out of the film. The gruesome scene which we see at the end, I couldn't watch it. I had to skip it. I couldn't watch it. That was too realistic. That is very well shot. It doesn't romanticize it. It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel gruesome, and they did a very good job. And I couldn't watch it. I had to skip ahead, and yeah, that was just a disturbing scene. And yet at the end, you it makes you angry. It makes you feel that what she did, the main character did, was right. She killed all of them, and you feel like justice. But at the end of the day, you realize it's all fiction, and in reality, this doesn't happen at all. People get away, and it's just make you so angry. Yeah, true. Really good concept, but execution not very good. Moving on, let's go to the other most. Like, this guy was just behind me. He just wanted me to watch this film, and I watched it. I don't think you'll like my response. Honestly, I watched Manu on Netflix, and honestly, I didn't enjoy this film. This film is just too long, 2 hour 57 minutes, and it just starts. It starts, just starts. There's no title, nothing. It just starts, and there's so many sequences not needed at all. Could have been cut down. This could have been cut down to 2 hours, and that could have made it a crisper film. Then first 30 minutes, I had no idea what is this, what is happening. I didn't understand anything that's happening. Makes no sense. And if I understand, yeah, you have to watch the full film to understand everything. But if you're watching it on OTT, okay, if the first 30 minutes are so confusing, I just close it. I had to review the film. I had to talk about it, so I had to watch the film. So I I continued. But some people after 30 minutes they're like, I don't get a thing, and they close the tab. Next was the techniques. There were some amazing techniques, use of camera, the editing, amazing, well done. The cinematography, very different shots, And it's like the description says it's a fantasy and abstract, and the shots look like that, but it's not backed by good storytelling. I feel that way. That's my opinion. Maybe someone else liked it and they loved it, but not for me. Didn't connect to the film at all, especially the love story. It didn't work for me. Like, that love story was too weak for me to understand the everything, like the motivations, and then the ghost things, like it was soul or what, I don't, that there was no logic to it. Like, they didn't give us a logic what's happening. I don't get why ghosts are hiding from people. Like, really, could just go kill them. No, they'll release the rats, and then they'll come to this house, and then they'll slowly kill. Like, I didn't get the point of all of it. Maybe just to make them suffer, but I don't think you just kill them like this. So I don't get the point of all this drama. And again, there are a lot of things, like a lot of, at the end, lot of dialogues that didn't make sense at all. Like, I understand the non-linearity that did with editing, it works at the end there, but I don't see the what's the point of all of it. I don't see that. And maybe there's some philosophy, there's the dialogues like these, kind of, yeah, he's like this, and my childhood was like this, black, why I paint what I drew with the art and all. But it makes no sense at the end. Like, there's no overarching theme, and something like that. If there was, I didn't get it, I'm sorry, but this film didn't work for me. Of course, this is an abstract film, it says in the description, but abstract also makes sense, right? There's some way to make sense, but nah, it didn't work for it. Going on next, just a warning, guys, that none of these films, if I'm saying good or bad things, they are just for that film. There's no comparison. If I say a good thing about this film, this doesn't mean this is way better than Manu or Shuddhi. Every film has different view and different world, and just take what I'm talking about that film. Don't compare. Half of it Netflix film. Watch the trailer. I really really enjoyed it, and that's the reason I watched the film. So the first thing, I think I kind of like slice of life films, kind of like Udan, anything in that area of genre. I really like those films. I think most of them. Then it's, if you look at it, if you see the trailer, you like rom com and all, but it's not rom com. In some spaces, it is kind of that, but not overall. It's not rom com. And it's like, if you watch the trailer, there's no spoiler. If you watch the trailer, you understand that it's not about happy endings and all that. The film is trying to explore what is love, and the different aspects of it, and who can love whom, and all of that. And it's not just straight rom com and all that. Sorry, see, life, trying to stay true to life. Okay. Again, it also focuses on the alienation a immigrant faces, even if that immigrant is gay or a part of LGBTQ community, how the character is alienated in the world, in a small town, even in US. And there's also talk about family pressure, and there's a lot of small things like that. They didn't explore everything, but it was a good touch. Then at the end, it was all about finding yourself, what you are true from inside. You are like, whatever you think, don't be what society wants you to be, just be what you want to be. And that's the overall arching thing. I didn't like the climax of the film really didn't work for me. And it was like, the movie was like this for me, and then it just dipped. But good attempt, I enjoyed it. It's a fun film, slice of life again, and I kind of enjoyed it. Next is Malang. So the trailer was really, really, really good for this film. I was really expecting some good things, and it had some good things, but as some of the reviews said, that there are problems, and there are problems. First of all, go check out Bhardwaj Rangan's review of this film. It is just hilarious, and I have to say that this film has a really, really great script, like really good story, but really, really bad execution, overacting. Of course, they masala-fied all of it, added love story songs, which could have been done away with, but they did it anyway. And why do people in this film look so good even after fighting and getting down, like getting dirty? Every time someone was running away, he got caught. He's in the policeman and his hair is just waxed like gel. Is looking like top notch. Like, I don't get it. Everyone looks just amazing every time, every day. Even in the sleep, when they're sleeping, they're looking amazing. I just don't get that. Then, yeah, if you want to watch it, I would say there's something to salvage from. There's some good things about the film. If you can watch it, if you want to watch it, I would say go ahead. But to be honest, the trailer did give a lot away. Considering this is a thriller, when you watch like, you don't, everything is not in the trailer, but when you start watching the film, by half point you understand, remembering the trailer, that these things will happen and you understand the plot. Then yeah, it's not plain bad. Again, there's some good parts in it, but not the best film. Next, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Now, I don't know if most any of you watch animated DC films. They are really, really good. And for me, this one is the best DC film right now. A DC animated film. I would just concentrate on that. And just amazing. This is, you can say, DC's Infinity War and Endgame together. This film is that huge for DC fans, and it makes you emotional. Me as a DC fan, I just love this film. At the end, I got goosebumps and just loved the film. This was really good. I love the way they manage so many characters, and everyone has something to do in the film. It's not like they're wasted, or mostly in big budget films and live action, so many times the characters are wasted, they're not used. But this one does a really, really good job. Talking too much. This is where that helped. If I have chat was going on, I'm talking to you guys, but staying to the live, hopefully no edits. uh yeah, and at the end it was really hardcore, totally R-rated. Too much blood, too much death, like left, right, heroes are dying, so brutal deaths. I cannot imagine they did it, but it was really good. And yeah, and at the end I think they kind of renew the world. Like, it's like the end of the world and starting something all over, something like that. So if you're a DC fan, do check it out. If you don't watch animated, I would say watch them in series. They're not totally connected, but if you watch them, like, I think there's Justice League War, first film, then there's Atlantic and something like 3 4 films. Watch them and you'll find this one really good. Next, what? Okay, yeah, The Big Sick. Again, rom-com genre. And what's different about this is, you can see in the title, an awkward true story. And I think I have a knack for a true story. Like, if you check my Netflix, they always recommend me true movies based on true stories. So I think I like that. Netflix made me realize that. And yeah, so awkward love story, really, really hilarious. Of course, Kunal Nanjiani is a comedian. Her wife, real wife, who's there's a true event, and being a true event, it's so fresh and so different rom-com story. And you really, if you have not seen, I would say go check it out. You'll enjoy it. Yeah, and they also talk about the cultural differences. Now, it's not like you'll not like directly relate to it, but indirectly you will see the similarities in your life too. And it was really fun film, and I watched a lot of their interviews with her real wife. And the actress, she did such a good job playing a wife, and it was really fun film. Then next we have One Punch Man season 2. Now, if you're watching this video, not a lot of you guys watch these videos every month, but if you're watching, just a heads up that I'm making a video essay on something related to anime. So that will come out this in the first week of June. So look out for it. So yeah, One Punch Man season 2 kind of went downhill for me after season 1. Really enjoyed season 1, but season 2 went kind of downhill. And I think that's because, just look at the poster. There's so many characters they've introduced. Like, there's too many characters, and there was very less of Saitama. I didn't like that. And like, and it became very repetitive. Like every episode there are two three new characters introduced, even six characters introduced, and everyone is like, I'm the real hero, this is what hero is like, and all of that talk again and again, and then they get defeated in 2 seconds, and it just became too repetitive. Again, no Saitama, very less Saitama. I didn't like that. And there was a one good thing that they talked about the legacy of Saitama. Like the character King, he is not real hero, but because of Saitama, he became that hero. Everyone thought he's the like the most strong human and all of that. And I think that was nice thing that talking about the legacy. And I think the question, every episode, there's a question like, what is true hero? And they discuss about it, and I really like that how they explore through each episode, every character they explore what it means to be a hero. It's not about just strength. Saitama is the best hero in that way, but he's the like, it's not about the strength, it's about going and doing something good and protecting people. And being a parody of superhero genre and Dragon Ball Z and all of that, it making a serious point like this, it's really cool. I think that's why this show is so good. Next, I'm tired, I need water. No, let's do this. Only three, four left. Yeah, yeah. Westworld season 3. So if you haven't seen Westworld, it's just a really good show. I really like it, and it's really heavy on philosophy. Season 1, I really loves. I think season 1 is the best for me. It went little downhill from season 2, and season 3 was way better, but still season 1 is my best. And if you haven't checked it out, I would recommend you. It's available on Hotstar, all 3 seasons. It's by HBO, so the quality and the everything is really good. And yeah, I think if you don't know the show about the show, it's it makes you question reality. There's literally one episode in season 1. I think it's episode 6 or 7. I shut my laptop and I spent 2 hours thinking if this is all real. Like, it makes you question that much. And really, the first season was really amazing. And I think, and it also talks about the free will. Like, do we have free will? Is everything destined? Is everything written that whatever actions we commit, it's all dictated by some a god or some upper conscious or something like that? And it explores that through whatever the plot is. I'll not get into that. And yeah, it becomes really interesting. And season 3 focuses on the privacy issue we have in today's world, and I think we should take privacy very seriously. It's very very important things that can happen. And it goes into how, like, today AI with our information can predict what we'll do, and one day even tell us what we should do and control us. And that's all the show is all about. And it goes really, like, some places like you really question everything. And I think season 3, what happened is there's a lot of action. It's really good action. I like the action, very well done, but there's a lot of action. See, action is not something I want. I watch this series for, that's not this show is about. It shows about the philosophies and all of that. So good, we get action, but action is not needed for me. Action should have meaning. In the previous seasons, they have done stylized action and you enjoy it. There's a meaning to the action, why the action happening. But in this one, there's a lot of just action, plain action, just for the sake of it. And that's why I think that I didn't like. Next, let's go. A lot of you also requested me to review it, but I recently watched, I think day before yesterday, I've watched the whole season in one day, and I didn't feel like there's something I want to talk about, and so I didn't make a review. So I'll just talk about it here. So first of all, it's really really well written. Second of all, it's really dark and horrifying. And why it's more horrifying is that the show is depicting the truth of our country today, and that makes you more, feel sad. You feel more sad, and it's just too real. It's just too real, and if ah, some of the scenes just trouble me still. And really well acted. Second half they lose tempo a bit. I think it just, like, became little boring in the second half, and I felt like, what are the motivations of the character? Like, why the main inspector is doing it? Hatiram Singh, like, what will he achieve? Like, at the end he says, I can do anything with this information. So what is the first place you were trying to do? He got this job back, but he didn't knew that get his job back. So I just didn't get what was his motivation. Then yeah, climax was not satisfying in a way that you expect something really really big at the end of all of this, crime solving everything, but it was not. It was just you understand how the system works. At the end, the dialogue that the system is, it's not a mess. From outside it looks like a mess, but inside it's just a well oiled machinery, and every part knows what it has to do. That it explores really well. And also, I think the climax thing is that after Secret Games, this I love season 2 because they get into that philosophy that Kali Yuga, it has to end, and all of that. The it's like a bigger picture. But this show is about not about the bigger picture, about the details and the groundwork, what's really happening in the world. Very realistic approach. I think that's what I was expecting, something else. And yeah, exploring realistic world, and how criminals are made with the four of them, how they get into this dark world, how they become the Kida of Patal Lok. And we from they each of their backstories we discover the society issues that made them what they are today. And it's really sad, man, because it's real. Then yeah, the show is getting a lot of hate, and I think it doesn't deserve it because the show is just showing you the truth. So either if you're hating it, you're either trying to suppress the truth, or you don't want to believe that this is the truth, and that's not good for you. Yeah, so the next one is a comedy special by Kanan Gill, yours sincerely. And the one thing he's really good at is, finding humor in small, small things, which we don't even think about. That small, small things, and we don't even think about those things. And when he brings it out, you feel it's funny, and you feel like, oh my, I didn't even think about it. And that's the good thing about his comedy. And yeah, I think the 1 hour show, the graph goes like this, and at the end, it should be a mic drop. And oh my god, really? But it just goes down. Like, I didn't, the ending is okay. Like, I think one thing when I started watching these specials, 1 hour specials, I realized it's not just about making jokes. Almost all of the specials, they are like a full circle. What they do in the beginning, in the middle, all of them come back, and it makes a whole circle. And I really enjoy that. And in this one, it didn't really happen much, and it was all about something. I'll not spoil it, but at the end, I didn't feel that mic drop. That's the only issue. And the last thing was Kenny Sebastian, the most interesting person in the room. He's really fun guy. He is really fun guy. All of his videos are really, really hilarious and funny. But I think the whole show, that 1 hour show, it was not that funny comparatively. And the one thing he's really good at is using his music, and he's gifted with that. I don't know, say gifted, it says he has earned it, so that's a skill he has, and he uses that well in his comedy. But overall, it was not that enjoyable. I feel like his 10-minute videos on YouTube are much more enjoyable than this, and not the best. Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. This was not a live, but presented as a live. I'll be talking to you in the chat or down, whatever you're on, whatever device you're watching. I'm tired. I need water, and that's it. That's what I watched this month. If you like this, next time I'll try my best to have good internet speed so that we can do live. Because this, I think this doing every month. It's fun to talk to you guys because this is for you guys. This video is not for people to watch. It's for it is for the subscribers of this channel. I'm fumbling. Sorry. It is for the subscribers of the channel, so I could engage with you and talk about the films and the shows I watched, and if you have seen, if you want to recommend something. And again, guys, again, I saw Manu and Shuddhi, and whatever I thought, just I want to say thank you for recommending. It's okay. Not everything I like, everything doesn't need to be liked, and everyone has different opinions on things. So again, thank you for recommending. I'm sorry if you felt bad that I didn't like the shows or movies you recommended, but what can we do? So, guys, thank you for watching. If you like this, thumbs up and comment below your thoughts on different shows, whatever you think. And hopefully, you have subscribed. I'll not ask you, but do check out the videos if you haven't. And I'll see you later. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you. And now we'll end the live. Let's end the live. One, two, three, and three,